Now let's get to the scheduled program. Welcome, hip-hop fam. This is the Lost Element brought to you by Hippie, where we hear from the real defenders of the culture. Yo, what's good, LA? It's your boy Kuya. We're back on another episode of the Lost Element. Today we got another special guest here. A real defender of the culture. Y'all probably seen him up. Got a dope stilo. But without further ado, how we do it here on this show. What you write, my boy?
So, man, I write Elmr ENK crew.
Man,
What's going on, man?
That's right, man. Thank you again for coming through, bro.
Yeah.
The first one I like to start it off with is just tell us a little bit about where you grew up and how you got into graph.
Well, I grew up in LA, actually. Moved to Long Beach, middle school. How I got into graffiti was I seen this dude writing people's names on people's backpacks, where they put their pencils. And that really got me into writing bold, not just tags and, throw-ups, but go out there and do, big things. So that's what got me into it. More, actually, you could say.
Man, that's right.
Yeah.
Man, I remember back in the day, people would always get their backpacks with their names on it.
Yeah.
And
the Janport's backpack, right? Yeah.
And then, people even ended up doing businesses at, different swap meets with that airbrush.
Yeah, airbrush, yeah. Correct.
All right, that's right, man. So you said from there you saw it. After that, do you recall your first piece you ever hit up? And
man, my first piece was pretty much toy. I ain't gonna lie to you. When you first ride, it's not gonna be good, But it was a train, a boxcar behind this park in Long Beach. I don't know if you guys know Cabrillo High School. Don't know if you guys know that one, but there's a line back there, and that was my first time trying it. To be honest, I didn't want to ride no more after that because it looked real toy. But people say keep on doing what you love, and that's what I did. Keep on doing until you get better, right?
Yeah, most definitely, bro. From there, bro, you said started off toy, but then now when you look at your work, you got a dope stilo, multiple colors, bro.
Thank you.
It's clean. How did your style evolve from there?
To be honest, it's just drawing on a black book or just paper. Just draw over and over, At first, especially me, I didn't like it, but if you do it constantly and over, you'll get there, You'll go bigger and bigger and just, move the letters around, move my E around, and from there, just start evolving, And good thing I got good, feedback, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, man, most definitely, bro. Your name's Elmer. I wanted to ask you, how'd you get the name or how you chose that?
That's funny because some of my friends think I got it from, Elmer Fudd, the cartoon character.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Or the Elmer's glue.
Yeah.
But actually, it's not. Actually, I'm a big candy fan. I love candy, sugar.
Okay.
So you guys know the Keebler elf cookies? I don't know if you guys know that. There's cookies with 3 little elves on there.
Okay, yeah.
Well, one of the little guys is named Elmer. Mm-hmm. So when I was picking a name when I was younger, I saw it. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try it out. I did it. The things that I took one E out. So it's Elmer.
Yeah.
I took the last E to make it shorter. So in case I go bombing, it's, I guess, faster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I got it from there. So there's no Elmer Fudd, there's no Elmer's glue. It's from those little 3 guys,
Okay, that's right.
So that's a new one for my friends out there that I don't know.
Everyone out there thinking Elmer Fudd.
Yeah.
The 3 little,
The
3 little dudes.
Yeah.
Man, that's right, bro. I'll bring it up again. I've said it before. You got a dope style, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
You brought up the black books, the importance of hitting up, but what's your creative process when you go up and you're like, all right, I'm gonna hit a piece? Do you have a sketch in mind off the dome?
If it's something new, yes. But if it's something that I do constantly, then I just go out there and just pick out different colors. You know what I mean? Same style, just different colors. But if I do a different E, I take on my phone. I just get my phone and I just sketch it out.
Okay,
but that's about it. Yeah.
That's right. How about with your color schemes? Because that's something I notice whenever I see your pieces, bro. Is you got crazy feel, little details, but the colors blend. Do you plan it or is it just whatever colors put together?
When I go to a shop to get paint, have trouble picking out colors, to be honest. I'm never satisfied with the ones I get. Like I get it, and then I get home and put it in my bag, and I'm like, nah, it's gonna look fucking whack. So oh my bad, I cussed. But I just go with it, man. See how it comes out. I mean, you never know how it comes out till you actually do it. And thankfully, it comes out. To me, it looks dope. To other people, who knows? You know what I mean? But I like the outcome. Sometimes the letters don't come out the way I want to, but like I said earlier, practice. Yeah. Practice makes perfect.
That's right. Yeah. And I know, like earlier, you said the first thing was like a boxcar behind your high school. Yeah. But like, what's your favorite thing to hit up on? Like,
me personally are freights, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, yards are cool, and freeways is cool, but I like trains the most, man. To be honest, because they travel. You know what I mean? They just don't stay in one place. They don't get buffed unless they, switch the panels around. I don't know if you've seen that before when they switch the panels. Yeah. But I like it because it travels, man. I've seen homies send me stuff from, different states, some go to Mexico, Canada, and that's what I love, seeing my stuff travel. Because, don't get me wrong, yours is cool, but it's going to get buffed eventually. Yeah. Freeway is going to run like, 2 months? If you get lucky, a month or two, and get buffed, you got to go back again and do it, But me personally, I like trains, man. I love the feeling of it. I love the panels. I love just seeing my, piece roll out, man. Hopefully someone sees it and send me a pic and bench it,
Yeah, man, that's right. Like, man, you brought it up, like, with the trains, like, how you like it, because it moves, like, it doesn't stay in one spot. Like, you brought up Canada, Mexico. Like, have you ever got someone send you a bench where it's, like, in a place where you're like, dang, my art traveled this far, or it's right there rocking?
Yeah, now it's only in the States, but not Canada or Mexico yet. Okay. But hopefully soon someone sees my stuff. Hey, man, send it over. Thank you for it, But I have homies that send me stuff, old stuff, where I'm like, man, that's ugly, that's toy got bench, But I mean, it shows you, like, how far you come, you know what I mean? From when you start to now. I mean, to me, my stuff is a big difference for where I started to now. And it's still gonna keep evolving, but as of now, I'm happy with it.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. Again, like with the trains, like, well, let's start with this one, like with graffiti, like, like what are the rules to graffiti? And then I know there's like different rules when it comes to like train yards too.
Yeah, well, first of all, I don't go over, people that passed on, For me, that's a no. Don't go over old stuff that's there, even though it's, it's about to fade out, but he's a real, cool cat, and you know who he is, and he's known for years. I don't go over that. Pick up your trash after you go paint, man, really. Because I go to yards and, man, is this filthy in there, And to me, please, whoever hears this, pick up your trash, really. Pick up your cans, man, really, man. Your beer, whatever it is, beer bottle, whatever, pick it up.
Yeah, clean up after yourself.
Yeah, but those things that, that I don't do. Yeah. Otherwise are different, but I don't go over, like I said, people's old stuff and people that passed on, pick up your trash pretty much.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. Now, I like that you said it, like, don't go over some things, because, like, I always heard before, it's like, throwaways over tags. Yeah, piece over throwaways.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Yeah, like, it's a tag, If you could burn it, then, hey, more power to you, But, yeah, tags. I mean, I know people seen tags and throwaways like, oh, he's known, I don't want to go over it. Then that's on you, you don't have to. But some people will do that, you know what I mean? Because they could, it's bigger. I mean, because throw-ups, I mean, they're cool. I like them. But you're doing a big old burner, 4-3 panels. I mean, you're going to go over it regardless, you know what I mean? So, but you're right, though. Those are pretty good ones, too.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. Yeah, you were saying, like, with the panels, something I noticed with you, too, is, like, you be going big on the train, like... Yeah. Before I met you, I was like, man, this fool might be tall as hell, because it's reaching all the way up there.
Yeah. No, well, I blame that on my ladder, to be honest. Okay. Because I never went that big before. It was always, had a little 2-step ladder when I first, started. And then I bought a ladder from the homie, Zion. Big up to Zion. And, those telescope ladders?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I blame that to going big and high, to be honest. That's the reason why I think I'm going big. Yeah. Yeah, so I think, let's blame that for now. Yeah.
No, that's right. Yeah. Next one I got for you, bro, is like, what are some of the biggest challenges you face as a graffiti writer?
Man, that's a good one. I don't know about challenges. To me, this might be dumb to some people, but sometimes I'm just lazy, man, to go out there and paint. To be honest, I go to work, I come back, I don't want to go back out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's one thing. That's a challenge for me to get out and go paint. You know what I mean? But besides that, man, I don't think it's a challenge at all. You know, it's just being lazy. I mean, and if you really want it, you'll get up and do it.
Yeah.
But to me, that's the only one I think, for me at least, is being lazy.
Man, you say being lazy was like, man, I still see you up, bro.
Yeah,
Like, you know?
I tried, man. I tried, dude. I mean, either that or then my homie be like, hey, man, stop, let's go, you know? And then if they text me, then I'm like, okay, let's go, you know? Let's do something. But if it's for me, man, I'd rather just stay at home,
Yeah.
you know, blaze one and just chill, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
But that's for me, is like I said, just being lazy. That's my main one, dude.
Man, you said like your homies will hit you up and stuff to go paint.
Yeah.
And you said from ENK crew.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, like what does ENK stand for and how do you get into the crew?
Well, it stands for Estrella Negra Crew.
Okay.
So the homie Bravo, they hit me up about it. You know, I painted with Bravo and Jedi. You know, bigs up to them. They're my homies. And we painted together for a couple times. And, you know, they came to me saying, hey, you want to rep the crew? I'm like, yeah, why not? You know, I never had a crew before.
Yeah.
This is the first time after all these years that I've been painting. And since they were cool and I knew them, you know, and they were cool people, to be honest, man. Like, and it's so small. It's like a family,
Yeah.
which I like, you know, it's small. I mean, don't get me wrong, a big crew is cool too, but, you know, I know them real good, so
Yeah.
that's why I liked it, because it's small, you know, a couple people in there, so that's why I got in it.
That's right, bro. All right, next one. This is the last one before we go into our music break, bro.
Yeah.
But why do you do graffiti?
Man, I love it, man. You know, I just love seeing my name up there. You know, seeing, like we talked earlier about the whole Evolve thing, how I started to how I'm doing now. I just love it. I love seeing my name up there. The rush, I guess, I know it's not as risky as going on the streets, as in trains. But the rush and just, you know, being out there and seeing, damn, I did this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just love it. I love the can in my hand. I love the sound of the spray, you know, going in the panel, you know, everything. If you're walking in, you know, just graphics, I don't want to cuss, but, you know, it's the ish, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Love it, man. I don't think I'll get up at all. I'm going to do it till I can't no more.
Man, that's right.
Till the wheels fall off.
That's right, man. We're gonna get right back into it. We're here with Elmr. The first question I got for you to get back into this one is, how is graffiti hip hop?
Oh, man. To be honest, man, I'm the wrong person to ask this question to, because I'm not really a big music person. You know, I just to the radio, you know, I listen to, you know, more like Spanish music, you know, like corridos, stuff like that.
Okay.
So I wouldn't know how to tell you about how it blends in, but, you know, I think the 5 elements, no? I mean, the hip hop, the breakdancing, you know, graffiti, I think that how it blends in. But to be honest, I'm the wrong person for that question, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, no, it's all good, bro. Yeah, I asked too because like I feel in LA it's a little bit different. Like I run into people who are straight punkers, punk graffiti. Like when I ask them, like, is graffiti hip hop? They're like, it's hip hop. It's more punk. Or some people just do it to do it. Like,
yeah.
You know.
No, I get you. I mean, you know, I know other writers that isn't too different kind of music, or they're, like you say, they're punkers, or, you know, there's people that I know personally that have a straight 9-to-5 job and dress normal. Like you can't even know that they write, dude. You know what I mean? And you'd be surprised, you know. But maybe everyone has their own opinion about it, or how it blends in. So who knows?
Yeah. That's crazy. You said the 9-to-5. Like,
Yeah.
he a doctor 9-to-5.
Yeah.
Late at night.
Yeah.
Tagging the streets.
Yeah, like myself, I got a normal job, you know, 9-to-5, and then, like I said earlier, like I got lazy, you know what I mean, sometimes, but the homies call, like, let's go, well, let's do it, you know?
Yeah.
But people, like I said, you never know, people are normal people, you never know that, right? Like when I go to shows, regular person just with the streak and starts like, oh man, I would never know, you know?
Yeah, that's right. Next one I got for you, bro, is like, how would you describe LA graffiti culture?
How to describe it?
Yeah.
Just gritty, man. You know, gutter kind of graffiti, you know what I mean? Everyone has their own style, you know? And everyone just loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely, man. Like going off with like LA and graffiti, do you feel like LA plays a role in expressing like the diversity, the cultures, like through the graffiti? You know,
As in what mean culture?
like because you know LA is like very diverse.
Yes, correct.
Different cultures, like communities and cities. Like,
Mhm.
do you feel like the graffiti represents that here?
I mean, that's all you see in LA is graffiti. You know, I mean, I think it does represent it. You know,
Yeah,
it's everywhere. Wherever you go, freeway, street, like even where we are outside right now. I mean, it's everywhere. You know, so I think yeah, I think so.
okay, that's right. Next one I got for you is like nowadays with like social media.
Mm.
Like, how do you feel like Instagram and social media has affected the graph game?
Affected. I mean, I don't know about affected the graph game, but now you could post your stuff and everyone would see it. You know, back when I first started, there wasn't. I mean, it was. I don't remember. You guys are young, but you remember MySpace?
Yeah,
That was when I first, started seeing social. That's social media, right?
yeah,
But I mean, now you could just, post and everyone would see it. You know, everyone around the world, correct? I mean,
Yeah,
that's what I
yeah.
think so. But affected, I don't think it affects that at all. You know, I mean, especially if you want to get your art out there and you want to make, like some people want to make money off of it.
hmm
That's a great way to do it. You know, so in my opinion, I don't think it affects it at all. You know, I think it's fine for me, from my point of view.
yeah.
Me, other people would think it's the other way around, but I'm fine with it. I don't think it's just no problem with that.
Yeah. You brought up like making money off it. Like, would you ever like want to make money off your art?
One day, I mean, I do sell my like canvases here and
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Nothing big at all. It's small,
Mhm.
But if I get to it, I mean, why not? You know what I mean? This world revolves around money.
Yeah.
You gotta pay rent, right? You gotta eat. You gotta pay bills. You want an iPhone? You want a car? You gotta make money, right?
Yeah.
So if I can make money off of art, hey man, 100% I will. I don't, some people say, oh no, that's not how you do. That's not graffiti, you know what I mean? But to me, man, pay me and I'll do something for you.
Yeah.
So hit me up.
That's right.
But yeah.
All right, man. Next one I got for you, bro, is like, in the graph game, like, there's a lot of different titles. Like, but I want to ask you, like, what do you consider yourself? Like, you got people out here, writer, tagger, bomber. Some people say they tag bangers.
Yeah,
But,
man.
what do you consider yourself?
Tag banger, no. Not even that. I don't think I don't consider I just, I just like piecing, dude. Piecing or doing a big burner, But I don't consider myself anything, to be honest.
More like an artist.
Yeah, artist or just a straight graffiti writer, man, that
Yeah.
just likes to go out there and paint and put their name up.
Yeah.
I don't, pretty much graffiti writer, artist, I guess you could say. Artist, maybe not so much, but graffiti writer, which I will be more like to it.
Okay, that's right, man. Like we talked about it earlier
Mhm.
about like how, like with the trains, that was your favorite thing, how they travel.
Mm-hmm.
Like not only people here have seen your work,
Mhm.
but like someone different state
Yeah.
has seen it. Driving by, like when that train's going, like
Yeah.
what's something you would want someone to take away if they see your piece?
Check away. Man, I think the colors.
Colors.
I like his colors, man. I mean, to me, I like I said earlier, I don't like my class much, but I get a lot of good feedback about how I blend my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I guess it's your own. You're how you say you're your own worst critic.
Yeah.
So, but to me, I think the whole color scheme and the whole blending and the whole little doodads you could say I put in there.
Yeah.
I think that's what I think they want to take out of my stuff, and the boldness, because my stuff is not wild style; it's more bold. You could read it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my, I think they'll take up from that.
And that's right. When you hit it up there, like, who do you put it up there to see? Like, is it for the writers or for?
To be honest, man, it's for myself, man, just to see how I evolve. If you like it, you like it. If not, then you don't. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
First things first is I love doing it. That's not, I do it because I want to. I don't do it to be cool. I don't do it because I want to impress anybody. I just love it. I love graph, but like I said earlier, I love seeing my stuff travel, man. I do it for myself, to be honest, and see how far I could evolve with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, bro. All right, man. The next one I got for you, bro, like with the graph game, like, do you have any crazy or funny stories you could share with the people out here?
I won't say crazy or funny, but when I first started writing, right, because because I started writing again because I stopped for a little bit, to be honest, and I started again to write, so I didn't know nobody when I came back to, when I wanted to write. So I went to Venice Beach.
Okay.
So I met this cat named Esker there. Okay, so we met. We were topping it up, and then he invited me to go paint. So I'm like, yeah, let's go. I want to see what's going on. Now that I'm back riding again, and we're somewhere in downtown, man, and so we're doing a quick little throw up right at night.
Yeah.
So we're doing it. You see a regular car, like a truck, and he shined his light, like those bright cop lights.
Yeah.
But he just started, and he drove off. I'm like, guys, nothing. We kept going. He came back and yelled, "Hey, don't move!" So we're like, oh, maybe it's like a regular, it's a cop, but
Yeah.
So this dude gets off and starts running towards us. So we run, and we hid. It was like an apartment complex in the back.
Yeah.
And then we hid under a back of these trash cans for like a whole half an hour to an hour, just on our knees.
Yeah.
And you could hear the cops talking, and you could see the lights flashing, back and forth.
Oh dang.
What I think is that they knew we were around there. They just wanted to scare us, see if we could come out.
Yeah.
And then there was a dog too in the apartment complex, and he was barking and barking. I'm like, dude, stop
Oh,
barking,
dang.
dog. And the cops stood there just chopping it up like normal for like a good half hour, man.
Yeah.
And there was this couple in the car. I think they were messing around, to be honest. And we heard them ask them, "Hey, do you see these two dudes run?" And they're like, "No, we saw them run that way." So I don't know if they pointed towards us or pointed a different way. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
that was cool, man. I was sore the next day because I was on my knees for like
Just
a
hiding.
good half an hour to an hour, man, to be honest. And that was the first experience, that I had. Besides that, it was chill, man. I really don't have, that much, like a crazy story like that, man. It was just cool.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God it was chill.
Man, that's
But, man, big up to Esker, man. Cool dude.
Yeah. Hey, that's funny where you're like, I took a break and then like,
Yeah,
your first
I did.
time out, you gotta run and
Yeah, I
then
did,
hide,
man.
bro. That's like
I took a good break, man. I could 2-3 years break, man, to be honest.
Yeah. If you don't mind me asking, was there a reason why? Or?
Family. I had kids, man. I had kids, and
Okay.
I didn't want to be that dad out there, even though I love graffiti, be out there and, acting a fool when I got a family at home, man.
Yeah.
That ain't me. I take care of what I gotta take care of, you know what I mean? I ain't no punk, to be honest. And I just felt bad being out there, my kids at home, and then my girl at the time, being with them, because I had twins.
Oh,
and
okay.
being with two kids, I'm over here acting a fool, like, that for me, that didn't sit well. So I just stopped. I mean, I still had a streak, you know what I mean? A black book, and I still, when I went out, catch tags and stuff like that. But once they got older, like 5, 6, I'm like, all right, they don't need that much taken care of. Now I can go out and paint.
Okay,
So
that's
that's
right.
when I came back and met my homie Esker, and that story I told you a couple seconds ago. That's what happened.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Man, that's what's up, bro. You're like, all right, you guys can use the restroom now.
Yeah,
Talk.
yeah.
You can tell me when you're hungry.
exactly. So yeah, I'm like, you know what, let's do it. Cause like I said, I love it, man. I never let it go, and I never will. For
That's
life, man.
right, man, just talking to you, like, I see the passion you have for the art
Yeah.
and how much you like graph. With that being said, I want to ask you, like, what is graffiti?
To be, what is it? That's a good question, man. I don't say stuck here with that one, but for me, it's just having fun, man. Out there with your homies, making memories. To be honest, like maybe a good chase, like like you said,
Yeah.
But having fun, be out there with your friends, and just memories, man. Having a good time, man. Looking back, like, man, those times were great. You know what I mean? I wish,
Yeah.
and hopefully when I'm older, I could look back and be like, man, I wish I could do that, over again. You know what I'm saying? But I think that the whole friendship, family kind of thing, having a good time and, memories, man. Because we're not here forever,
Yeah, most definitely.
You gotta live it up.
Yeah. Next one I got for you, man, is like, I feel like it's a debate within the graffiti community to an extent, but like, how do you feel about like the commercialization of graffiti? Like, there's like games with graffiti, like brands like Nike, like will use graffiti, like just commercialize it. Like, does it affect your approach, and how do you feel about that?
I mean, look, man, and like I said earlier, they want to make money. In the end, it's about money. In the end, I don't care what anybody thinks is money. You know what I mean? And you're right. I do see it in commercials and in games. And to me, it's fine. It don't bother me. It's not messing with me. It's not messing with my life. You know what I mean? So I mean, to be honest, I don't really care. I mean, more power to them. They want to make money, then go ahead. Up a graffiti, but I don't really care, man. To be honest, I'm living my life. It ain't bothering me.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Like, with that being said too, like, another debate. Like I just want to get your take on it. It's like I always see like people talk about street art versus graffiti, and like the murals art galleries compared to the street. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
On murals and straight graph?
Yeah.
I mean, me personally, I don't do murals, but I don't mind seeing them. I know some people. I know people too actually that go over it, that they don't care. Like, hey, this isn't real graffiti. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I think maybe like you said, like so commercial. Make a building nicer, make the the area nicer. But I mean, to me, I love graph. First thing is graph is graph.
Yeah.
That to me is not graph at all, because it's legal. You're getting paid for it. So to me, I don't like it, but it looks nice. It makes an area look nicer.
Yeah.
But don't be surprised if these young writers come and go over your stuff, because they will. And I don't know if we've seen it. I know I've seen it.
Yeah.
And I've seen it live. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. I mean, like I said earlier, it don't bother me, but just don't get mad if people go over it, because they will.
Yeah. Oh man, you brought it up a little bit. Like I want to ask, like, is graffiti art or is it vandalism?
That's funny. It's vandalism, man. Straight vandalism. Because it's not legal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, art is legal, right? You do art, art is legal. You don't want to tear it. But if you go out there, bang a train, doing hot boy stuff, doing a freeway or, the building, or I've seen people like hang from the building. Seen that before?
Yeah.
Yeah, or a billboard. That's vandalism. No matter, I don't care what anybody says. It's not art. It's vandalism, straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, that's what's up. The next one I got for you, bro, is like it's a little quick hitter segment.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The first one is best brand of spray paint.
For me?
Yeah, for you.
Loop.
Loops.
For me, it's Loop, man. Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been hearing that. Like from a lot of people lately, is the loops. That's like
loops are dope, dude. I like them. I mean, there's other brands that are cool too, but if I go to a shop, I'm going straight to loop first, man, for sure. Yeah.
What is it about the loops that you like? Is it the pressure? Or?
For me, it never gave me problems. It would work good for me. Other brands, they get watery. I know you gotta shake it a lot, but even though you shake it, still comes out watery. So loop never gave me a problem to this day. It's been good. So I'm gonna stick to that until it gives me a problem. Then I move to another one.
Okay, that's right.
But I still use other brands too. Don't get me wrong. I do use other brands.
Yeah.
But Loop is my favorite.
Okay, that's right. Next one I got for you, bro, is this one's a little bit going off graffiti.
Yeah.
But this one is your favorite local food spot.
Oh man, local food spot, man. That's a good one. Well, I grew up in Long Beach, right? Well, I mean, from middle school to high school, right? We used to always go to this one called Fantastic Burgers.
Oh.
Okay.
For me, it was in Long Beach. I was Santa Fe.
Yeah.
And I think it's Warlow. I'm not really sure, but that's a spot that for me was where to go, because that was where we all hung out after school and stuff.
Okay, that's right.
All the beef, all the fights. Yeah.
Man, that Fantastic Burger. I know a lot of people will be
That's
cheering hearing
really
that.
Yeah.
It's a really good burger. It's like next to Tam's.
Yeah.
Type
Right.
stuff,
Yeah. All right, man. Next one for you is, what's a piece of advice for a youngster out there who's trying to jump into the game of graph?
Oh man, good question. Well, like I said earlier, man, like even for me, don't do it to be cool. Like I said, don't do it to be cool. Don't do it because some girl, don't do that. Do it because you want to. Do it because you love it, and do it because you want to evolve and take off with it. Don't be there and then quit in a month or quit in a year. Just do it because you love it, man. Don't do it to be cool. Like I said, if you do it to be cool, you're not gonna last.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get bored of it. Because you don't like it. You're not into it.
Yeah.
And also learn the history, learn the rules. Like I said, like earlier about picking up your trash. Don't go over certain people. Don't go over, people that's passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, and just learn the history first, and then pick a good name that someone else doesn't have. You know what I mean? As well. So, and just do it because you want to, and don't do it to be cool, man. Don't do that. Do it because you want to. Do it because you want to.
Yeah, most definitely, bro.
Yeah.
All right, man. Before we sign off, a few more. Next one is just, do you have any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, man. Let's see. Let's start off with, if I miss anyone, hey, my bad. Because I know a lot of people, man. I met a lot of people through this whole graph experience, time. But let's see. Let's go with my homie Jedi, Bravo, Maras, Slur, Antic, Zine, ASO, A Coffer, what's up, man? Thank you for this. The homie Earl. Did I say Zine? Yeah, right, Zine. And let's see, the homegirl Pog, Amro, Dr. C, man. I see him up a lot too, man. He's a cool dude. Let's see who else, man. I'm a blank here, dude. Recon as well. Man. Akua. Cool dude, I met him in the yard too. Man, like I said, if I miss anyone, I'm sorry. I'm just running a blank right now, but I think those are people right now that I can remember. Okay. Yeah.
That's right, man. And then the last one I got for you, bro, is who would you want to see on the show next?
Who? Let's see. Who? Maybe my friend from the crew, man. Bravo, Jedi, Recon. You know, those are cool dudes. The homie Maras from ORC Afterlifers. The homie Slur, dope dude. Moore is a dope dude too. So any of those cats, man, they'll give you good stories too as well. You know, cool dudes.
Okay, for sure, man.
Yeah.
All right, Elmer, man. I appreciate your time. Thank you for the interview, bro.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. You guys are listening to Lost Element on KQBH LP, Los Angeles, California. 101.5 FM, a community service of the Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, broadcasting live on your FM dial and streaming on kqbhla.com.